I was changing my daughter the other day, and she's too old for diapers now, but she's still in them, and it's bad because this kid does not poop. This kid craps. This is not okay anymore. I was changing her diaper the other day. It was like a 48-year-old alcoholic man's shit in her diaper. Like, she was out all night drinking Jaeger, and she went to Denny's and got a Grand Slam. Ate half of it, got in a fight in a parking lot, and passed out in a Pontiac and shit herself. And her friends drove her home with the windows open and dumped her on my lawn. And now I gotta clean it. And it's crazy. And you can't even react. You can't go like, what the fuck? That's disgusting. You'll fuck them up about their own shit. You gotta be nice. You open her diaper, it's just chaos in there. It's just bananas. It's just, every shit amazes me. I'm never used to it. Everyone, I'm like, okay, wow, what is that? You have been eating diarrhea for a week, I think. Because that's awful. But you can't. You gotta be like, you just go, oh, wow. You really got something there, honey? That's really something. That's really okay. Well, all right, let me scrape that off your knees for you. Just get it down off your back. Just get all this hazmat in one place. Wipe you down. Clean your tiny vagina at the end. Who knew that was going to be my life? I had no idea that my relationship to the vagina was going to be cleaning shit out of a tiny one several times a day. They don't tell you that. When you're getting ready to be a dad, nobody pulls you aside and says, you're going to have to clean the vagina a lot because every time she takes a shit, it goes straight up her twat. They don't tell you that. And they should. It's a big part of being a dad. It's bigger than Christmas. It happens every day. And you got to get it right, front to back. It's very important.
Dan asked from Long Island. I think that the marijuana would go nice with some more. I don't get it. It's an inside
This
joke.
smoke pretty good. What's wrong with the weed? What's wrong with the marijuana we got?
Hydro.
I want to go.
Sansamir. Regs. Coors. Miller. Budweiser. Skang.
All right, you want to hear what we're talking about? Do you have the long form of that? All right, we'll give you the long form. There was this politician douche that was trying to do something with beer in Alabama.
They were trying to import, I think, a higher alcohol content beer, and for some reason they were trying to block it.
Yeah,
and he just really didn't have much of an argument.
They wanted to keep the alcohol level down in the beers.
Right.
They didn't want
to bring it up.
Like an assemblyman or something. Like the German imports or the Canadian.
Yeah, he wanted to just stick with American beer, so he posed a question to them.
So it was 20 seconds, and now he's doing a press conference, and this is what this dope says.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good. Budweiser. What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller? Coors. It drank pretty good, don't it?
There's so much going on there. First of all, just the guy's voice. Secondly, that he ran out of beers after Budweiser, and then his buddy, and
then his go-to guy, his Carl Rove.
That's his right-hand man.
His fucking Carl Rove.
Those guys are
you guys, cool. See, that's why I'm up here, because you can't talk.
Yeah.
But you're good to get a reference out of.
That beer drank pretty good.
Right.
What?
You know they go like hunting for chicks on weekends together.
God. Yeah, Mo. Can I buy you a Mo?
But that's right. He runs out of beers after Bud.
After Bud.
What, that Budweiser? What other beers are there?
The other weird thing is that he really wants another example. They ain't gonna believe me unless I say at least one more beer.
Yeah, I need more beer. Mo.
What about the thing is though? Was there a video of this guy? I have to see.
I know. I'd love to see. I want to see what the friend looks like.
I picture a
got
catfish.
I got an image in my head what he looks
See,
like.
with two giant hearing aids in each
No, but
ear.
is this guy? Were you saying this guy? Is this guy just a man on the street, or is he a politician?
No, he's a politician.
He really is.
Yes.
No shit.
Talk to him.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mo.
The main guy
But
we
he
talked to. We
disappointed?
didn't talk to the
You
Muller.
didn't talk to
Muller. Let's hear it.
Budweiser. What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller? Miller, Coors. It drank pretty good, don't it?
I think the second one was Coors.
It was.
Yeah.
Cool. Milk.
Cool.
I love that accent that he has. That beer is a 2-syllable word. Beera.
Beer.
What other kind of beers?
Beer.
What other kind of beers?
We got.
You know, Anthony Loco for Boston makes a great point that we haven't yet on this story.
No, he doesn't.
This man has never been able to afford Budweiser or Miller. He needs to drink Miller.
Miller?
There's probably a local beer just called Miller.
Yeah, it's an M and a U and a few L's and an A and an H,
Right.
but there's no real right spelling it.
Louis, what do we got? We got the Showtime special October 4th.
Yes, sir.
11 o'clock, 1 hour, which is huge.
1 hour.
You're saying goodbye to HBO, which is good.
For
Good
now.
career move. Good career move on your part.
Yeah, well, diversify. Get another place to work for a little while.
And then you got a couple tour dates that are different than the
dates.
special. October 3rd and October 4th. 2 places I don't remember.
Somewhere in New Jersey.
That's good.
Bergen County, something or other thing.
Yep.
Bergen.
And then Peekskill, Paramount, something.
What's wrong with Poughkeepsie? It works pretty good. What's wrong with the Poughkeepsie we got?
It drinks pretty good.
Where do we go for these dates? Because I don't feel like...
LouisCK.com. And you can also see 3 different clips of my new special are up on YouTube. YouTube.
And what are you doing with your daughter's video that we were checking out?
That's just for private. We just
Oh,
making a fun
Christ,
little
that
video.
sounds bad
No,
when you
it's-
say it's
boy.
private.
It's a little video we made with her dolls.
Oh, shit, with her
man.
dolls. Great.
Dolls are involved.
Where did your daddy touch you?
Stop it!
It's not funny when it's you.
Don't you hate when those come out?
Only
in
other
court?
people's
Oh,
children.
Uncle Paul.
That's my new favorite bit.
Backs up your hard drive pretty good.
What's wrong with the information we got?
This. Megabyte. Gigabyte. Terafloppage.
External hard drive.
Internal hard drive. Floppy disk.
5.5 inches from the 80s.
CD-ROM.
3.5 inches.
What's wrong with the computers we got?
USB flash
Firewire.
drive. Solid state drive. Sanyo.
RAM. ROM.
Stop picking your nose, Jimmy.
I'm
It's
not-
gonna
I'm-
be
I'm-
real.
Read-only memory.
I'm
Random access memory.
I'm scraping
Auxiliary memory such as a disk drive and tape drive. Getting really technical. The BIOS.
You get BIOS.
Really?
Turns out he's smarter than Bill Gates. He just doesn't sound like
Video card.
Outsourced linear memory. Converted to the random access memory for quicker sorting.
LAN system.
Able to
Network.
drop at a random point without searching through, such as linear memory. Mainframe computer. Integrated drives with synchronized readers. My mother's in computers. I happen to know. Like,
Holy shit. That's good. See? What's wrong with that?
Fourth generation computer languages. Any language code.
we are gonna fucking
Binary
kill
code.
that bit.
Dude, it's all we were doing over the weekend at the house. It's
pretty good.
all we were
Dogs.
fucking
How about we start
doing.
bringing some of
Integrated
Was that-
solenoid circuits.
It's just not funny to just say that you were doing it. Someone
how
has
about
to do it, so now
You bring some of that
Oh, it's so
chateau
funny.
shenanigans to the fucking
Chateau shenanigans.
to the fucking radio show.
Shenanigans.
By the way, when are we gonna hear this story?
Welcome to Chateau Shenanigans.
When are we hearing the story?
Oh, I gotta wait a little bit.
Still waiting?
Yeah, I gotta wait.
Exchange
Wait
happened?
for things to, scab over a little.
Did you see what's on Antolini.com?
No.
Not too bad. All right, I'm just letting you know.
Same song. It was in the CD player of my truck.
Oh, really?
When I got in.
Really? I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Yeesh.
I'm picking, by the way,
Boy,
a
we-
string in
So
my
what?
nose.
You're rich.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't give a flying
What's
fuck.
wrong with the money he
$2.
got? It's been pretty good.
$5 bill, $10 bill,
Cars, young girl,
diversified investments,
Euros.
yeah, Cougar,
Gold bullion coins.
guns,
Platinum fuchsias.
20-year-old pussy.
You're looking at me.
That was the joke.
Bury your own self pretty good.
I didn't bury anything.
You bury yourself pretty good.
Bury my dick, motherfucker.
I'll bet you do. What a fucking trooper.
All right, let's get back to the line of the day.
Fat cock of yours. God, they must clamor for it.
Clamor. Yeah, this is a clamor.
They must
Hitting
fight for
fucking
it.
pots together.
That's a clamor,
It's
isn't
my
it?
turn to be filled.
Either you're trying to scare a bear away, or you're trying to get Anthony's cock into your.
I want to be filled to the brim. Oh, shit. How come I can't hurt like you hurt?
Oh my God. Can we do line of the day?
That dick pretty good.
Plastic surgery, vaginal tightening, stitches.
Oh, shit.
That's gonna be. Just start doing it tomorrow. No explanation.
God damn.
That's how we start the show tomorrow.
I'm absolutely crying over here. Oh, fuck, that's funny.
Oh my God.
Eric don't work good.
Moron, incompetent, fat, lazy, stupid, jackass,
Titties.
This string in my nose is driving me nuts.
Don't do it, Jimmy.
little
Don't do
nostril
it.
tampon in there.
It's a fucking. It's still a couple of my stitches.
Oh, it is?
That's why I'm scraping, trying to pull this stitch out.
Snitches get stitches.
Can we bring E-Rock in so we can make fun of him to his face? Did that
A lot of gusto there.
Yes.
Oh my
Here comes
God.
E-Rock to make fun of him to his face.
Snitches get stitches.
Did you think for a second everybody would laugh at that?
No, I knew they weren't gonna.
Okay.
Come on, tell
Jimmy
the truth.
says it all the time.
No, I don't.
All the time.
I say people who tattle are a lot of times beaten until they require medical care.
E-Rock, everyone.
Hey, buddy. Like the left one is bigger.
Stupid clothes. Wrestling fan.
What do you mean, stupid clothes?
Stupid clothes.
No. So my point is, what do you mean, stupid clothes?
Oh shit! You're wearing the same thing.
Yes. Just a
Why are you wearing the same thing?
Why are you wearing the
same
smaller
thing?
version of what he's wearing?
Because the larger version I could live in.
You got a
Holy
smaller
shit.
version of E-Rock's shirt. How did that happen today?
I saw what I was wearing.
You look like a ventriloquist act.
Wait, you guys both came in not knowing?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
We really didn't.
Get in your,
I'd
What
rather
shirt
not.
is that?
It's Ozzy's.
It's on the back. Oh. Oh, are you trying to suck up to Jim by wearing Aussie shirts?
No, I got him this one.
Hey, you didn't.
Oh. Oh, did the family, is that one? That the present that he got? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Jimmy's face is disgusted as they take a picture.
They have the same beard, too. They have the same chin.
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 Sorry.
T-shirt.
penis.
Same
joke twice.
Bitches punch him.
Gotta go with marijuana.
Hello?
Let's go home. Louie, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
What's wrong with the ring he got?
Regular phone ring. Space noise.
Vibrate.
Vibrate.
Song.
Country song.
Ring songs.
Beethoven.
Nokia ring. You got a BlackBerry?
I have a BlackBerry.
What's wrong with the phone you got?
iPhone.
Telephone.
Razor. Blackberry. Pebble.
Bayphone. Pearl.
Dictaphone.
Nokia.
Satellite phone.
Regular house phone.
Green phone from MASH that you wound up.
Green acre phone that you climbed a pole for.
Nice catch.
Chicken broth.
Yeah. Poodle.
Every time
Friends.
you go out,
Sarcoma.
Murphy's Law says every time you bring an umbrella,
What's wrong with the age we got? It killed pretty good. Adam,
Pneumonia.
every time you bring an umbrella, a baby that died from diarrhea will fall on your fucking head.
Dude, we got
And it'll
sponsors outside.
give you a
on the
lump
bleachers.
right on the top of your head, and it'll be a real drag.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, I think abortion is, here's what I think. This is what I think. Here's what I think. I think you should not get an abortion unless you need one. In which case, you better get one. I mean, seriously. If you need an abortion, you better get one. Don't fuck around. And hurry. That's not getting an abortion that you need is like not taking a shit. That's how bad that is. It's like not taking a shit. That's what I think. I think abortion is exactly like taking a shit. I think it is 100% the exact same thing as taking a shit. Or it isn't. It isn't. It's either taking a shit or it's killing a baby. It's only one of those two things. It's no other things. So if you didn't like hearing that it's like taking a shit, you think it's killing a baby. That's the only other one you get to have. Which means you should be holding a sign in front of the place. People hate abortion protesters. They're so shrill and awful. They think babies are being murdered. What are they supposed to be like? I don't know, it's not cool. I don't want to be a dick about it, though. I don't want to ruin their day as they murder several babies all the time. I don't think it's killing a baby. I don't. I mean, it's a little bit killing a baby. It's a little bit. It's 100% killing a baby. It's totally killing a whole baby. But I think that women should be allowed to kill babies. That's what I think. They should be allowed to kill babies. Yeah. We kill babies! Do some shots and kill some babies. I killed like 4 babies last night. It was fucking retarded. I just think it has to be one or the other. You know, like when people say abortion should be legal, safe, and rare. Why rare if it should be legal? If it should be legal, it's shitting. If it should be rare, it's murdering babies. But again, women should be, because 2 reasons I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Number 1, I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited about life. Oh, life, fuck you. It's not that. It's. Make a list of every shitty thing ever that's in life. Life is okay. I like life. I like it. I don't need it. I'd be fine without it. I like life, though. I do. You know how much I like life? I have never killed myself. That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it, with a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option. I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times. I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument. You're not supposed to talk about suicide, even to your shrink, of suicide, and you're like, no, because if I say yes, you'll press a button and folks will run in and hold him down. But you should be able to talk about it. The whole world is just made of people who didn't kill themselves today. That's who's here.
is all of us that went, okay, I'll fucking keep doing it. It's because it's an interesting thing about life. Life can get very difficult, very sad, very upsetting, but you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. You never have to do anything because you can kill yourself. If they send you a letter from motor vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't. I'll kill myself. You can do that. You can do that once. But you can do it. And it's interesting because even when life gets bad, people generally choose it over nothing. Even the worst versions of life. Even a shitty, shitty life is worth living, apparently. Because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen somebody, you're like, he should kill himself. Why? You ever been driving and you look in the next car and you're like, oh shit, I wish I hadn't looked in that car. That was difficult to glance at, let alone being it. Just a guy in a tan car. Nobody chooses tan. Nobody picks tan for their car. They give you tan. Is that mine? Yeah, it's yours, fucking loser. Made it tan. They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean to make them. You look over, you see a guy in a tan car with just dents all over it and a garbage bag for a window. What is holding up his suicide? What is delaying it? What is keeping him from stopping being that? And what would it take? What would it take? What would it take? Both windows are garbage bags? Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery? They canceled my insurance, broke my window, duct tape. Here's the truth. Running away will not solve your problems. That's totally true. But killing yourself solves all your problems. It actually does. It even solves world's problems. For you. What about ISIS? Kill yourself. Then they'll never get you. Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now, then ISIS loses. Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit. We're gonna cut his head off. Okay. It's not fun now. I think the worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, and you're like, just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it. So that's the first reason. That's the first reason I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Because life is not so important. Second reason is because that's their job. Women have to decide who lives and dies. That's because they're the female of the species. In the reproductive arena, that's what the female does. They are the selectors. They have to decide this. We give them this responsibility when we fuck them. We go, here, you decide what to do with this shit. See you later. And she has to figure out if you should have kids, if she should have. That's her job. Because women have judgment. Men have intent. Men just want to spray the world with their cum, just mist. More of me! More of me! It's her job to go, that's enough of you, I think. No, that's really enough. I don't think that face needs to repeat. I've seen your father, and it's not getting better. And sometimes she doesn't realize this until after you fuck her. That's actually when she really knows, is when you're like, yeah! And she's like, I'm not having this piece of shit's baby. And that's why abortion is the last line of defense against shitty people in the species. So we need them to abort every shitty baby. I mean, all animals do this. Animals do it late. Eat this one. But when is it okay? When should they be allowed? When it's in their pussy that whole time. It's in her pussy. If there's a dude in your pussy, you get to kill him. I think that's pretty fundamental. You're allowed to kill people if they're in your house.
Don't get to precede your shows with a soliloquy about the context.
I really am a naive 8-year-old.
You know what I mean? It's like every time I've edited, when you put together, but it's a good question, because when you put together shows, whenever I've edited something with someone else, one of the reasons I love doing my show is that I edit it myself, because when you edit with somebody and they're doing something that's not working, and you go, or when somebody shows me something of theirs, like if I have a friend who's doing a TV show and they show me a cut of it, and I go, this part was confusing, I'm not getting that, and then they explain it to me. No, see, this is from before when he did the thing, and that when I showed that, and I always say to them, well, as long as you're sitting next to every viewer giving that explanation, then go ahead and cut it that way. But people take stuff in this raw way. And most people don't really remember what they saw, and most people don't really take in about 60% of what they're watching. So I think the context of Lucky Louie was that no show looked like it. No one knew why the fuck we would make a show that looks like that. And no one had ever seen a show that had a basic 3-camera family format where we would say cunt and fuck.
Laughs too, by the way. I went back and forth with the critic because the laughs were so booming that people thought, and this is one of the things I loved about you, is that you would never sweeten, and you did not like a lot of times we would do a joke, it didn't work, and you'd come to me and go, all right, what do you got, let's try something else. We would try something else. Sometimes that would work, sometimes it wouldn't, but you always left it. If the joke didn't get a 9, you left it as a 6. You didn't change. Those were real laughs.
Well, a show is supposed to have a ebb and flow. Any scene in any show should have a quiet part, a loud part, explosions, parts where you come back a little bit. It's like watching a baseball game. You're watching a game develop. You're watching the show, you're watching the guy's at-bat develop. You're watching him work the count to 3-1, whatever it is. And then you know, wow, there's potential now because there's 3-1. Oh, fuck, he missed. So now it's even potential. You're watching this, and then when the guy hits a home run, it's a huge victory. But the way people make TV now is that they just wanted to. I mean, what would it be like if every baseball game was just home runs?
Right.
Home runs. No, not even outs. Just till everybody gets tired and goes home.
Yeah.
It's boring. So to me, a show should have this natural feeling to it, which our show did. A scene would develop. Some parts would work, some parts wouldn't. Some parts would explode, and it would mean something. Instead of this, every TV show now just has exactly the same laugh for every joke. It's unwatchable to me.
It's awful.
But it is what TV has been. And had been when Lucky Louie came on. What was that, 2005?
It might have been 6 or 5 or 6. Yeah, it might have been 5.
So I'm going to say there was a good 25 years of TV made exactly the same way. How the fuck do you beat that? I mean, how do you come on and not be seen as just a jarring, strange, and intelligent people didn't understand it. Intelligent people said there's a laugh track. I mean, we even had us saying, like when they did in Happy Days, when Happy Days came on, there was a credibility problem for sitcoms because of the laugh track. They had overused the laugh track. So Gary Marshall on the Three's, not Three's Company? Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, they had one of the characters say Happy Days was filmed before a live audience. They said it out loud.
Yes.
They didn't even print it. They said it out loud to make sure you knew that they're not fucking, that these laughs are real. We did the same thing. We felt like we needed to do the same thing.
Pam would do it, right?
Pamela did it. I did it. Did you ever do one?
I never did one, no.
And then we did that, and people would, fucking professional TV reviewers would watch the show, hear that with their ears, and they would write canned laughter.
You know what's and this is what they didn't see, is a lot of times before the show, you'd go out and talk to the audience, and I remember you saying something to the effect of, don't laugh if you don't think it's funny. If you think it's funny, laugh. If you don't think it's funny, don't laugh. You really, you kind of told the crowd it was okay just to relax and react naturally, which to me just makes people feel comfortable to laugh.
Well, I still say that when I film stand-up for my show now, because a lot of my show has me doing stand-up at the club, at the Comedy Cellar, I tell that audience, because every audience thinks they're an actor in the show. But they're supposed, like, because you go to like Letterman or TV tapings, and they tell you to really go nuts. And I don't think anything sickens me more than manufactured enthusiasm. People, when, this guy, woo, and they all go fucking bananas.
It's hard.
You're left out of it. I don't think anyone. I mean, like, I remember when I did Hilarious. Well, the first time I did produced my own special was Chewed Up, and the producers said, "We want you to look like you're a rock star when you walk on that stage." And I said, "Why? I'm not. I'm a comedian, and I don't. When I'm watching something, I don't like Dane's special Vicious Circle when it comes out to and there's a stadium of people cheering him on. If you're a new viewer and you don't know who this guy is, you're like, well, I guess this is some party I missed, because I just want to watch a person go on and earn their credibility from scratch. So I tell the audiences at the Comedy Cellar, don't have it. You're here because I'm doing a show for you. You're the audience. So make me earn it. Don't laugh if it's not funny.
I also feel embarrassed when they're too hyped up and I walk out. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to live up to this. And I know you were put up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
When they do a special, I went bananas when I just used shooting for HBO. Yeah. And they were having, we were doing Down and Dirty, and they were having the audiences laugh. Give us a laugh. And the crowd laughs.
That's the worst thing in the world. And I've had fights with directors about that they want to get laughs for editing purposes. If you can't edit a concert without those extra laughs, you're a fucking moron. It's hard. It's a challenge. Like, I've had moments where you're trying to make an edit in a special that's got a hiccup in it, and you go find a piece of a laugh somewhere else to use, or a piece of applause, and it never ends up working anyway. You end up just doing another cut. But when they do that to an audience, they make an audience feel like assholes, and they lose a lot of your credibility before you come out.
Because then then the reaction becomes almost like when someone pokes you, you go, ow! It's almost like, ah! They understand the rhythm of the punchline.
Yes.
And it's not fucking natural.
They're not listening anymore.
It's so encouraging to see that, because it's like, you didn't clean up, you didn't fucking change who you are, you're still the same fucking despicable wretch, and it's like, you're doing it, I was like, your way, but you're doing what you want to do, and it's fucking working, man. And it's like, what inside of you gives you the fucking ability to do that and not just go, fuck this, I'm humiliated, I can't do it.
Well, it's every failure I've ever had, because I have failed hard, and I've been the center of negative attention, at least twice, with Pootie Tang and Lucky Louie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that enjoyed trashing that show.
Yeah, they did, right? It was fucking irritating.
And there was people that attacked it unnecessarily. I remember after we were on the air for 8 months, we had weathered the storm. There was this feeling like we had our bad reviews, we had our good reviews, and with that information, the American public is deciding to watch the show. We're growing. And then a reviewer here in New York, David Bancooley,
scumbag,
he didn't review the show. The Daily News, his paper, had reviewed it with another reviewer who said positive things about it. He didn't write a review and analyzing the show, which I think is what critical writing is supposed to be, analysis of art. I think it's a legitimate field. Sure. To be an expert in television, watch TV shows, and then write an analysis. When you critics are supposed to do this, write what the show is like, describe it from a professional point of view. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not just a viewer, but here's this is what this show is. I don't think it works because of these reasons. Here's the historical context of it. It's much like this show, much like this other. Here's what I think they're trying to do. Here's where I think they fail. Right. But he didn't do that. He wrote one of these reviewers believe that they should be affecting how TV's made, and they think they should, they like that power. So he wrote an article that the gist of it was HBO needs to cancel Lucky Louie, even though it only has 4 episodes left. And even though HBO doesn't need to cancel shows because they don't sell advertising, if you have a show that's ratings are poor, the advertisers are losing money. So you have to cancel it before it's finished. Do you know what I mean? Sure. HBO is a subscription service, and it doesn't have a reason to cancel. There's by canceling a show. And our ratings were increasing. So David Bianculli wrote, they should cancel the show to make a statement that they know the show is a mistake. And he put people's fucking jobs on the line. He doesn't, you know what I mean? If you don't like a show, that's one thing. And if you write and trumpet your hatred for a show, you're welcome to do it. But there are people who like it, and there are people who are making it, and it's their life. Like, it was just, to me, it was like a way overstepping. Like, who the fuck needs to read this?
Didn't he he's not with the Daily News
I don't know. I have no idea
I think he was fired or
might be a guy who I'd read something else of his that I would, but he took this.
No, I detest him. I hope he's a lump somewhere.
Reason to fucking write that, and I wrote him an email telling him that I objected and then I erased it. I've done that a lot. I've written a lot of angry emails and erased them just as a way to get it out. But anyway, you asked me some a long time ago. The point is, I've been the center of attention, of negative attention, a couple of times. I've had my worst nightmare come true, and I survived it. It didn't hurt me as badly as I thought it would, and indeed, I gained every time, gained hugely, and I wouldn't trade those bad experiences for anything. So what that tells me is when I start trying something, the bad version of it, I could take it. Like, I have no fear because my worst fears have been realized, and it wasn't so bad. It would be like if you started boxing and you're like, I'm afraid to get punched in the face. Anybody is. And your first few times you get punched in the face, you're like, I don't hate this.
Right.
And I'm good at the boxing.
And I'm not dead.
I'm not dead. I don't hate it. And I'm succeeding sometimes. Why? This is what I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean?
And you have complete control here.
Oh, at FX is totally unbridled control. But it comes with good. I mean, it comes with credibility. I've had failures, but I've turned shit out. And by the way, the 2 failures that I've had have both, in my view, been vindicated by people watching. People still watch like.
Why'd you only do 8 this year? I'm sure that was your choice.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I was gonna do what happened was I wanted to take a year off again. I wanted to not start shooting until the fall, and then and they agreed. FX to let me take a year off. And so then a couple months went by. Just after I finished last season, I was really tired. And a couple months went by, and I was one night I got high. I smoked pot, and I got excited about a whole idea for the next season. I was like, I think I figured out next season. I've got an amazing idea for next season, and I started writing it. And I was like, this is going to be so great. I want to do this now. And I wrote to the president of FX because the next morning he was going to announce that we were taking a year off.
Right.
And I said, hold the announcement. Can I come back after all in the spring? And he said, shit, okay, I got to talk to everybody. So he went and talked to everybody. And then he wrote me back and he said, you have to say what you're doing now because we have to announce this. And he said, we already spent the money for a full season, but you can do a partial season if you want to come back soon. And I was like, totally. And then, so he announced that the next morning, and then I woke up and I looked at all the shit I wrote when I was high. I was like, this is terrible. This is terrible stuff. I didn't use a single idea. I had like 10 pages written.
Right.
10 stoned pages.
Could you tell us one idea?
It was all, the whole plot was that, Doug Stanhope, who was on the show a few years ago.
As Eddie,
who the suicidal comic, that I run into him in New York, and he's like wearing a suit and tie, and he just, he cleaned up his act,
and he's making money. He's like an investment banker or something like that. And we end up opening a comedy club together. I had this idea. I open a comedy club, and I become a club owner, and and I thought that's such a cool idea. I wrote all these ideas about young comics come and stuff like that. And then I looked at it all. I was like, no, none of this is funny. And it just stunk. It was really bad. And so now I'm like, I got to fucking... And I can only get 80 episodes. And the whole thing was just so stupid. It was just... I made a huge decision that had impact on my and a lot of other people's lives because a lot of people work for me. And I was stoned at the time.
That's wonderful to hear. How's the pot? You like the pot, huh?
I do very little of it. It's like every couple of weeks. If I do it, I'm very paranoid about drug use. So if I get high like twice in a week, I'm like, I have a problem, and I stop because I just don't I don't think it's good for comics getting high. It takes your will away and it makes you too comfortable. You know? So I don't do it a lot. And I got kids. I can't be fucking around with that shit. But once every couple of weeks. Smoke a little marijuana.
Just a little bit?
I bought a big thing of marijuana from a guy like 10 years ago. So I smoke very old marijuana. It's really old and dusty.
You still have it from 10 years ago?
I don't know how long ago it was, but it was a while ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. You know what they're doing with marijuana these days and the edibles? You can get some nice fresh stuff, Louie.
Yeah, but I don't want to I don't want to go become a consumer of pot and go find a pot guy.
Right. You told that wonderful story. I think it was in Comedians in Cars with Jerry.
Yeah.
Getting high and going to the 3D movies, the IMAX.
Yeah, I fucked up a little, too, because I've been back there since, and there's people who see me and oh, my God, he's high now. He's at the IMAX. Right. And that's like the perfect nightmare when you're high.
It's the thing now.
Yeah. So
you just want to go and relax and enjoy the movie.
That's all I want to do is I don't want to be pestered.
Yeah, nobody wants to be pestered when they're high.
I hate being pestered.
I don't know. When guys come, they like to talk about it. We like to tell you. I remember one time I was with this woman, and we were having sex for the first time. It was our first time together. It was also our last time, but I didn't know at the time that it was going to be our last time. You don't know it's going to be your last time till some time goes by, and you're like, yeah, I guess that was it. It's rare that you know while you're doing it. And she's like, I'm not doing this again. Like, while you're fucking. Just so you know, this is definitely the last time. I completely regret this fuck right now. That's a bad kind of a fuck. The kind that turns into a rape halfway through. Anyway, I was with this woman. We're having sex, and I was going to come, and I felt like talking about it. But it was our first time together, so I was a little hesitant. You know, when you're with somebody a bunch of times and you're in love, then you just go, baby, I gotta fucking come! Shit! I gotta fucking, Just let it out. But I didn't really know her, so I was like, I'm probably gonna... It's probably gonna come. I just feel like it's coming. It's most likely. She's like, what? What? No, I just think I probably coming. Gonna. Okay, I get it. Go ahead. Because I'm back there. That's why she's got to. I'm back there. I'm always back there. So they don't see me crying. I get a little paranoid having sex with a woman from behind because you don't know what's really going on. Can't see her face. I don't know how she completely feels. The whole time she might be like... But now my kids, I take them everywhere. I'm responsible for every second of their lives. I'm with them all the time, watching them do their thing. I take them to soccer. Yeah, you're playing soccer. You're playing soccer right now. I know you're playing. Are you done? Okay, let's go. Let's go over here. Was that fulfilling? Was it strengthening and confidence? Like you have to do everything with them. And I have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, and when it's just the 3 of us, it can be challenging because they're very disparate skill levels. The 8-year-old is blossoming. She can do all kinds of stuff. The 5-year-old is not good at anything. I mean, she's 5. She's appropriately shitty at everything for a 5-year-old. But what that means is that when we go out together, we have to choose shit that she can do. We're all brought down to her level. We're like 3 5-year-olds of different sizes. Just doing boring 5-year-old shit. It's limiting. Hey, let's go for a bike ride. I'm never very confident in my bicycle. Oh, fine. Let's just sit here and look at each other then. Is that? Jesus. We went swimming once, the 3 of us, and it was torture because the 8-year-old is amazing. She's swimming and she's in the deep end. And she's swimming alone. She's lonely. She's, Daddy, please swim with me. I'm like, I can't because this one won't. We're in the shallow end. And she won't let go of me. She's like, I'm going to drown. Just, it's to your tits. Just please fucking stand there. It's nothing. It's too deep. What, really? What, like, I would just go, haha, you're dying now. That's funny to me. Like, really? If I wanted to kill you, I'd wait till you're sleeping and do this for 4 minutes. That's all it would take. You should thank me every morning you wake up alive. That's how easy it is to kill you. So why would I take you to a fucking swimming pool in the afternoon to murder you? It's just hard because that one kid, she's nothing. Please, I wish I could. I wish I could say, you know what? Can you get out of the pool so I can go be with my friend who I have shit in common with? Do you have to ruin every day of our fucking lives? No, that kid was a bad idea. I'm serious. And I love her. I love her. But I wish she was never born. That's just, this is... Any honest parent will tell you that they live with that ambivalence. And it's torture. You look at your beautiful child's face and you have 2 feelings at the exact same time. I love my daughter in a profound way. I cry at the drop of a hat when I think about her. This kid has made me love her so much that it's made me more able to love other people. I can love people that are dead that I didn't love properly. Her love for me makes my love transcend time and travel through space. This kid is amazing. You cut a tomato on a plate and she smiles like you just fucking adopted her from Zimbabwe or something. She's an amazing creature of pure beauty and love, and I regret every single thing that led to her birth. That's how you feel. Because it's fucking hard. If you're really putting the time in as a parent, there's no parent that's really raising their kids who hasn't given the finger to the back of their head at least 3 times by the time they're young. That means you're really doing the work. If you haven't done that, you have nannies and shit. You're not a dad or a mom. Good night, sweetie, okay? Light of my life, light of my life, light of my life. My life. I think that, I think one of the advantages to having kids is that they just cheer you on. Like, I have eaten shitty my whole life, and my kids just think it's hilarious. They don't care. They're like, Daddy ate 40 cookies! They just think it's the funniest fucking thing. So how have you all been enjoying living the way I already was for a couple of years before all this shit? Welcome to my life. Can't work, can't go outside, can't show your face, gotta wash your groceries. Because I got cum on the groceries. That's why that's, in my mind, that's what it means. Maybe that's what you were thinking, but. I have a solution for the pandemic, by the way, for COVID. I have it. This is it. We test everybody, first of all. Now, every time we find somebody who has COVID, you kill them. That's it. That's the solution. You won't need another one after that one. That's the final one. It's been pretty amazing to be alive during this thing, during COVID, because you're not going to see this again. And wow, did we learn some shit. That's really the things that teach you in life are things you never would have chosen to do for yourself. I mean, think about your life as far as it's been where you have the choices, where you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pursue this. It all goes to shit, every bit of it. And even when it goes right, you're like, why don't I like it? It's what I wanted, but why don't I like it? Because it's your choice, and your choices are based on fear and fucking just thin, stupid, shitty hopes. But when life just kicks you in the balls and you're like, oh, fuck, everything's different now, and it shows you shit you wouldn't have looked at otherwise. That's the great joy in it. And what I thought was really interesting about COVID, and still is that it's the first thing I've seen where everyone on Earth had the same problem. Every human being on Earth had the same problem. We never had that before. That's why we don't give a shit about each other. Because you read like, oh, there's floods in Houston. You're like, fucking water. What is it? What's your problem? Floods. What is that? Just walk like this. What, you can't handle some water? My basement floods. What the fuck? Who gives a shit? Like, he's on a canoe in the street. That looks like fun. Why is that an issue? There's fires in California. Blow it out. You fucking blow out a fire? Get the water from Houston and dump it on California. Fucking deal with it. But we all had the same problem. Every person from Zimbabwe to Tokyo to Newark to Honolulu, everybody was doing the same dumb shit. Every person had the same stupid fucking moment at the same, just trying to get the mask out of the well of your car door. Trying to, I gotta go in Walgreens. Where's my fucking mask? You try to, it's got pistachio shells in it and pennies. I'm sure it's still effective. I actually like the masks because everybody looked nice. Everybody did. Because it's just their eyes. Eyes are nice. You never hear somebody say, that guy's got gross eyes. It's really, we should hide these. We should keep the masks, because this is disgusting. How do we just, with no shame, look inside my face? Spit at a tongue and teeth? It's fucking gross. Cover your mouth. Don't. I'd rather look at your asshole than your mouth. I really would. I'd rather stare into your asshole than glance at your mouth. Assholes aren't that bad, not to look at. We don't like to think about assholes, because like they're, the shit and the farts and the diarrhea. But that's a small portion of their time. You ever really look at an asshole? You ever really look? Once you see it, like, in nature, it's a little, that's all. That's your asshole. It's like, you know what it is? It's just an aperture. That's all it is. That's your asshole. It's like a camera shutter. That's all it is. It's like the opening to the James Bond movies. That's what your asshole is. You ever go to lick somebody's asshole and there's a little guy with a gun in there? It was bad. I was born in 1967, and so I grew up in the 70s. So I'm not racist.
clever. That was a very racist decade. People said racist things all the time, and nobody got offended. The only time somebody got offended if you said something racist in the 70s is when they would then say, like, hey, you interrupted me. I was saying something racist. Why did you?
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why? It says press.
So you press the thing because it says press? You would not have survived the camps.
Why? It's...
Dude.
It says press.
Go ahead.
Why would they make it say press?
Press the arc button. Enjoy.
Nigger.
Whoa.
My kids are like Israel and Palestine. And I'm like America. The little one's like Palestine because she always gets screwed. She gets the worst deals. She's like, she threw a rock at my face. I'm like, you're fine. Here's a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because there was a black guy walking behind him. We had a town child molester. His name was Jean-Baptiste. It's a true story. And he liked teenage boys. That's when you would find out, because I was a teenage boy. He didn't like me. I felt a little bad.
I have this friend, he has a phone that can IM, he can instant message, and so now I really want him to die, because I'm sick of getting these fucking messages from him on his phone. I'm in a shoe store. That's the whole message. We're not secret agents. I don't need to know where you are.
You know, kids are mean, and it's because they're trying it out. They look at a kid and they go, you're fat. And then they see the kid's face scrunch up and they go, ooh, that doesn't feel good to make a person do that. Right. But they got to start with doing the mean thing. But when they write you're fat, then they just go, that was fun. I like that.
You're the only person we could find who would come here to defend masturbation.
Well, I like it. It's easy and it's fun and nobody gets hurt.
The Bible teaches us that lust in your heart is a sin when acted upon outside the context of marriage.
Well, I'm not married, so anything I do is outside of that context.
So I get this message from him. He says, I'm on an airplane in Seattle. So I wrote back and I said, well, I hope your plane crashes. And he gets pissed off and he calls me, take it back. We're about to take off. I'm like, fuck you. I hope it crashes. I don't have to take it back.
Don't be a musician. That's a stupid thing to do for a living. But if it doesn't work out the way you wanted, you can look at these. You've got these guys here. And he tries to make, he goes, well, how are you going to feel now if my plane crashes after you went and said that? I'm like, are you shitting me? That would be amazing. To know that I can do that? I'd happily trade your life for knowledge of my powers.
Enjoy each other under his loving gaze.
When you mean that God watches married people have sex?
God watches over everything.
So we're like porn for God. He watches us, and then he probably masturbates.
Have you ever tried?
Tried not to masturbate?
Yes.
Well, sometimes I won't do it for like a week, but that's just so that when I do it again, it'll be way better.
I'm thinking of buying a goat. Because I want to have a trash can that I can make love to. I can do that with a trash can I have now, but a goat has a vagina. That makes it a lot better.
Hey, what would you do if you had a time machine? Like, fuck you. You know what? I wouldn't use it. I just let it sit in my house. I'd put a drink on it, and yeah, I got a time machine. I never even wanted it. I don't know. I'm not interested. I'd use it to go back 30 minutes ago and punch you in the fucking face before you asked me that. That's all. One use.
I'm a good citizen, I'm a good father, I recycle, and I masturbate. And I'm proud of it. And God's happy. And later I'm going to masturbate and I'm going to think about you. And there's nothing you can do about it.
So he said if he had a time machine, he would kill Hitler. Like he would go back and kill Hitler. I love that he thinks he can just kill Hitler just because he just goes back there and walk up and kill the dude. And I was thinking, that's a noble purpose for a time machine. I would do that, but I would have gone back then, but I wouldn't have killed Hitler. I would have raped him. That's what I thought. Because I think that would have been enough. I think that would have stopped him from doing all that shit. If he had been raped by me, he never would have pulled any of that stuff, man.
I got to get the phone and write hi to like 50 people. And then, somebody cool writes back, and then somebody not as cool writes after, and I'm like, oh, you, I'm not going to...
I'm not condoning rape, obviously. You should never rape anyone. Unless you have a reason, like you want to fuck somebody and they won't let you, in which case, what other option do you have? How else are you supposed to have an orgasm in their body if you don't rape them? I mean, what the fuck? I had to flush my daughter's fish down the toilet. I came home, the fish was dead. She wasn't home from school yet, so I just flushed the fish. And then my daughter comes home. Why did he die, Dad? Come on, what am I gonna say? Why did he die? Because who gives a shit? That's the reason. That's the actual reason. Is because it didn't matter that he was alive. That's why he's dead. He didn't know his name and he didn't love you back. These are the facts about that fish's life. Children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. I'm not saying don't get married. If you meet somebody, fall in love and get married, and then get divorced, because that's the best part. It's the best part. Marriage is just like a larva stage for true happiness, which is divorce, because you just let go, and everything's fine now. Divorce is forever. I took both my kids to the aquarium in Boston, and we were looking at this seal or sea lion. I don't know which one. I don't care. I don't think they need to be separate things. I really don't. They don't care, and we don't care. There's like 3 scientists who give a shit what we call all those things. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. Nobody's watching your kids' videos on Facebook, I promise you. I'll prove it to you. Next time you tape your kids' dance, take 1 second of it, and then add 20 minutes of just your own asshole. Just go in the bathroom and just record your own anus opening and closing for 20 minutes. Must be awful to be other kinds of stuff. You know? I'm glad I'm this. This is a pretty good deal when you consider the alternatives. Anything else, any other kind of thing, you're in the food chain. You're in the food. We are out of the food chain. I don't know if we fully appreciate the fact that we got out of the food chain. That is a massive upgrade. Because for every other living thing, life ends by being eaten. That's how all life ends, is every single life except human life. Every life ends like this. Ah! 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 We're the only ones that get to just die old in a bed. Just, I love you. Bye. I mean, imagine if we were still in the food chain on top of everything else. Imagine if we were in the food chain. It would just be another thing you gotta deal with. You're already having a bad day. You wake up in the morning, you're making breakfast, you burn your toast, and it's too late to try again. And your kid comes in and says, "Bleh," and you're like, fine. And it's just, why? You get a thing in the mail that says that your phone's different and your mortgage is another company now. What? I don't get it. Then you're walking to work like, why do I even bother? Oh shit, God damn it. There's always fucking cheetahs at the train station. Stop it. Do you think that sharks would be embarrassed if they knew that we could all see their fins sticking out of the top of the water? I think they'd be bummed, because I don't think sharks are aware of that at all. I think sharks think they're slick. They swim around like, hey, nobody has any idea who's down here. And we're all up here like, there's totally a shark right there. It wouldn't be fun being a predator either. If you're a predator, imagine if every time you're hungry, you gotta chase a guy who's running for his life. You gotta, come on, dude, shit, get over here. And just hold him down and bite his neck till he shuts the fuck up for a minute. So you can just sit there and eat his stomach before you go to work. That would really suck. That's why animals just, they go, let's do this together, man. You chase the parents away, I'm gonna eat the kid, and you circle back. That's why they do it like that. Fuck it, I'm eating babies. This is bullshit.
Out here. Okay, what does this guy want? Steve from New York City, what do you want?
Hey, Louie. I'm about 15 blocks away right now. I work in radio. I'm not doing anything tonight, so if you want a co-host or somebody to find some material for you, I'd be happy to do it.
I think that's very generous of you, but I'd rather shit in a hat and wear it for the rest of my life. Thanks, Steve. 3-year-old terror, what do I do? Okay, hey, guy in New York City, you got a kid and she's a terror? He?
Yeah, her name's Alexandra. She drives a wedge between me and my wife. I love her to death. She's a great kid, but she just freaks out constantly and screams until you give in, and I just fight with her constantly.
What makes you, like, what do you give in? Like, give me an example of you giving in.
An example, I'll say, don't do that or I'm going to take that away. And she'll do it, I'll take it, and then my wife will say, don't do that, you're torturing her, and I'll give it back to her like a chump.
Have you ever talked to your wife about this?
Yeah, she's just stubborn. My wife is thick.
But here's the thing, just try this. And I don't care if this is boring for listeners, because this is important for you to know. Take your wife aside later. Don't fucking, like, because I know what happens. She says, give it to her, and you turn to your wife and say, what the fuck did you do that for? And she says, well, you're torturing the kid. And the kid goes, meh, and then you just leave the room and go drink a beer and shit in your own mouth for the rest of your life, right?
Well, basically.
So try this, man. Just next time you're sitting with your wife watching fucking Dancing with the Cunts or whatever it is, just turn to her and say, can I talk to you for a second? And she'll go, what? And say, don't say what like that. Just listen. Maybe I have something to say. And turn off the TV. And say, okay. Listen, when I try to discipline the kid or try to bring consequences to her for what she does, please don't undercut me. Can you see how that's a drag? And your wife's going to argue with you. But,
yeah, it's happened numerous times.
Yeah, but don't do it in the heat of the moment. You got to do it at a time where you're not fighting, when everything's cool. You got to bring it up out of nowhere when everything's okay and establish a fucking... here's the thing. Being a parent, it's like being at war. And the way that we do it, it's as if we were a platoon in the army that didn't even, like, kneel down and draw some pictures in the sand with a rock and here, you go here and you go there. Like if you're a platoon, you're going to take a building or something full of brown people that you want to kill. You have to draw a picture of the building in the sand. And you say, you go here, and Johnson, you go here, and all that kind of thing, right?
Right.
Otherwise, it would just be like, let's just go get the building. And then people are shooting at you, and you're going, you fucking idiot, go over there, and yelling at each other. That's what parents do. So you need to actually set some time aside and decide, when I say, stop that or I'll take that away, you've got to fucking back me up. And if she has a better plan, let her come up with it.
Right, no, of course.
And if your kid is declining in behavior instead of getting better, then one of you is fucking wrong. So you got to work that shit out. But never back down. Never. Once you tell your daughter this is going to be the consequence, and explain to your kid too, these are consequences. This is what happens when. Don't just say no, you can't have it because I said so. You got to explain to her, I told you not to do that. You're still doing it. This is the consequences that you lose this thing, you little motherfucker. Okay?
All right, Louie. Thanks for the advice.
I'm so sick of being broke. I'm broke. I'm just always keep digging this hole. And most people are broke too. That's the thing. This country's just everybody's broke. That's why I don't like George Bush, but I didn't like Kerry either, because they're fucking both rich and they don't get it. They don't know what it's like to be poor. Like, poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they fantasize about it constantly. Every poor person has their whole rich life all planned out. Every detail. I'm going to have a house made of chocolate, and people are going to blow me as I walk in each room. They're going to be waiting. I'm going to wipe my ass with live rabbits and throw them out the window. Got it all worked out. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why the fuck would they do that? I'll have to take the bus everywhere. Yeah!